My name is Sophia. I am 28 years old. I met Daniel in college. He was 31 years old. He was tall, kind, and funny. At first, he was just a friendly acquaintance. He always smiled and spoke happily. But when my mother became very sick, Daniel waited outside the hospital every night for me. I thought he was only a friend, but on the day my mother passed away, Daniel held my hand and said, "You are not alone, Sophia. I will always be with you." That moment was the real start of our love. Daniel loved my smile, and I loved his sense of humor. We talked about our dreams and our future. After we got married, we moved into a small apartment in New York. We did not have much furniture or expensive things, but we were happy because we had each other. One day, I told Daniel that I was going to be a mother. His eyes filled with tears of joy. That night, Daniel cooked a special dinner for me. He kissed my feet and said, "Our daughter is coming, and I will be the luckiest father in the world." Our hearts were full. We hadn't been married very long, and everything felt new and beautiful. I was lost in my happy little world with Daniel. But the next week, something happened that shattered my world. I still cannot forget the sounds of that day. At 8 p.m., I received a phone call. "Hello? Who is this?" I asked. A man on the other side said, "Are you Mr. Daniel's wife?" "Yes, I am," I replied. He said, "I'm sorry, ma'am. Your husband died in a car accident." I froze. My heart stopped. I couldn't hear anything after that. I was 6 months pregnant, and Daniel had died instantly. The phone fell from my hand, and my life fell apart with it. In just 1 second, my whole world was destroyed, my dreams were broken, and I became a silent woman with empty eyes. I was still carrying the baby who would never see her father. In my hand was my husband's last message on my phone. It read, "Sophia, I am buying clothes and shoes for you and the baby." My heart broke. That message was never completed. My father had already left me because I married against his wishes. Before sleeping, I prayed only one prayer. "Oh God, please do not take my baby before me. I have not given up yet." 3 weeks later, my daughter was born. I named her Grace. When Grace was born, I held my whole world in my arms, but I had only $27 in my pocket. I had no home, no family, just me and my newborn daughter. I sold my wedding ring, the last memory I had of Daniel, just to buy milk for Grace. That night, I drank only water. I held my daughter close to my chest and whispered, "I will protect you no matter what, my love." Many nights passed like that. An empty stomach, no sleep, and only silent prayers to God. I could not get a job because my daughter was very young, and I had no one to look after her. 3 years passed. I watched Grace grow, waiting for the day she would look at me and say, "Mama." But when that moment came, she said nothing. At first, I told myself, every child is different. Maybe she'll speak later. But deep inside, I was scared. The silence was not normal. I took her to the doctor. After many tests, the doctor looked at me and said, "Your daughter has a condition affecting her brain. It is possible she will never speak." I could not breathe. Tears filled my eyes. I asked, "Why is God doing this to me?" After losing Daniel, I thought I would never find happiness again. but I was a mother, and giving up was not an option. I made a decision. I asked myself, if a mother does not fight for her daughter, then who will? I learned that Grace's silence was not her weakness, it was her strength. I started working night shifts in a hotel as a cleaner. I scrubbed floors and bathrooms all night. In the morning, without sleeping, I picked up my baby. My fingers were tired, but when I held Grace, I got my strength back. There were times when I didn't even have $1 to buy milk. I had nothing, only a mother's heart. I went hungry so my daughter could eat. My stomach was empty and I was exhausted, but I refused to give up. One day, a friend saw my struggle. She held my hand, wiped my tears, and said, "Sophia, you can learn a skill and work from home." I started learning coding online. I took care of Grace during the day, and at night, I cleaned the hotel. Many nights I felt dizzy from a lack of sleep. My hands shook and my vision was blurry, but I had to survive. In the beginning, I did not understand anything. The code and the computer language felt like a completely new world, but I did not stop. Slowly, I began to understand every word and every line. After 6 months, I got a job at a small tech company. I worked hard every day. Soon, I built my own team and earned enough to give my daughter a better life. Now, I am a senior developer. I have a small home, a car, and a future full of hope. Every morning, I drop Grace off at a special education school. It is a place where children with developmental challenges learn to live with love and courage. My heart feels peace because she is not alone. She still cannot speak clearly, but when she looks at me, the light in her eyes becomes the most beautiful moment of my day. Last week, she touched my face and made the sound, "Ma." I cried tears of joy. Sometimes I wonder if my husband could see me, what would he say? Maybe he would kiss my forehead and say, "You did everything for our daughter, even more than I could have." If God gives you pain, He also gives you the strength to face it. You only need to believe in yourself, and your feet will find the way. If you are broken, your tears are not your weakness, they are your strength. I was broken, but I did not fall. I was alone, but I did not lose. I am a mother, and that is my superpower. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.